His Army here. I'm going to attempt to record my first Heroes of the Storm replay. I've saved some, I just haven't successfully got it to record. There's a little bit of a ping you'll hear in the background as I push to talk, so I'll try to keep it down to a minimum. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. It's me playing Zool. Not a perfect game, but a decent one, so here it goes.
Prepare yourselves. The battle begins shortly. Battle begins in 10 seconds. 2. Go. Kill.
Alright, I suggest to the team that objective is important, and I don't always love this map because M-ball tactics. I'm less of a brawler than most, apparently. I get a little disappointed when they talk about on the core how they don't like maps like the Shambler, because I think if you have a good team, especially since I like the Siege with Azmodan, I think it's an awesome map because I can take Azmodan, help the team finish getting all the seeds from the next Shambler, make a couple of kills so that the enemy is sitting there dead for a while I knock down their forward towers, and then I'm already there as Azmodan to finish whatever job I started. So anyway, but this map I like when I'm on a good team. Otherwise, people tend to forget to turn in coins. Even me sometimes gets carried away. But I do like that this map's kind of straightforward in some ways like that. So if you got a good team paying attention to coins, this is a pretty decent map. Here's me taking Azmodan and Brightwing and trying to live. Go back for some safety. Reset. So something to get somebody else to come down anyway. And Sony Ash is doing pretty decent. Holding the fort while I went back. Pretty damn good medic this person was. I enjoyed the heals. I normally don't get such active heals. I didn't know what to do. Normally about 10 I try to remember to turn in. Right about here I think I die because of Li Ming and Illidan, maybe? I don't remember. Maybe it's a little bit later. If you're not paying attention and Li Ming and Illidan's in your neighborhood, I don't care if it's AI or not, you might be in trouble. And Li Ming escapes. Come to me, Illidan. Okay, here we got Illidan and Li Ming, and I'm out of resources. So I'm running. Try to turn in, Li Ming's like, no you don't. And I headed back too early. Li Ming said no. Illidan and Li Ming take out another person. I think I decided to go help on the M-ball at this point. And names like this just really irk me. Like, Yay, we play with other kids and we're using names like mushroom tips. Luckily, most kids won't understand what a mushroom tip is. I've definitely seen worse. And luckily they weren't crude in game. I'm an army guy, I can be crude as much as the next person. And I died. Crap. But I don't like... I use expletives, I try to anyway, with a purpose, unless I get angry, which does happen. But I try to avoid that in games like this, where kids might be playing. Alright, they're asking what M-ball is. I've always heard it referred to murder ball, M-ball. I think Core mentions death ball. So I try to explain it. I need to get my butt moving. There we go.
Hero slain. Hero slain.
Our team is sucking up top. They're dying. But I wanted this spider family off one of our buildings.
Shatter their courage.
I think I decided to turn in again. Ha, eat shit and die. Except for I died. I need to try Li Ming at some point. So I know her powers. I know a lot of the different classes. I don't own her yet.
Hero slain. Hero slain.
I do wish it would give you the score screen on the replays, because I usually decide to save these from the score screen, you know, so, you know, I know. Well, and then I go back and review them first before trying this, but, so I knew, based on my score and the way I play, I usually try to work on teamwork and objective that probably didn't just lane to get the XP. So it starts there, then I save it, and now I'm trying to record it after watching it once or twice, so I kind of have a feel for what's going on. So you're not just like me clicking over here when I'm over here and crap like that. So hopefully this recording will go well. I should turn in. I don't know why I'm up to 8. Ow! I know why. We got a spider. And Li Ming again. I hate you, Elena. I think I screw up somewhere about here. Badly screw up. Like, lose all my coins, screw up. If I remember. We're doing an okay push. Starting to get a little beat up. Getting low on resources. Wait to see if they push through. There's 3 over there, I'm like, crap. Maybe it's after I turned in.
My altar awaits the gems. Bring them Bring me their power.
Alright, slow down Asmodan, hope somebody else can take care of him. I chase Brightwing, but I'm low on resources and I run into Little Ming and a whole bunch of spiders.
Hero slain. Hero slain.
Since we're closer to their side of the things than our side, I probably should have gone all the way back and got some more resources here at some point. Mana, or whatever Zul runs off of. I thought I goofed and died again with all my coins. I try to be real cognizant of overextending. It's something millions of people do. They get focused. Oh, we're pushing. We can keep pushing. We can keep pushing. You get 1 or 2 kills in, you get a tower. Call it freaking good. Back up, regroup. Doesn't hurt anything to regroup. So I try to be cognizant. Does not always work. The death timer and the travel time wasn't so much. I'd say go ahead and push, no risk, no gain, but considering the death timer can be 60 seconds sometimes, plus obviously a couple of seconds to get all the way across, overextending is kind of silly unless there's some really good reason to just sit there and die. Alright, so I'm trying to clear up the spider mess. Here comes Tracer, Brightwing, and a spider on my ass. Yeah, this is... I think I juke him for a second. I think I did brilliant right here, but I remember now. I think Brightwing cheated, but we'll see. I'll let you be the decider. Either way, I get my ass kicked here in a minute. So I lose him right about here.
My web weevils have fallen.
Nowhere near me, anything that should be able to see me at all. Okay, so no thing there to boost my life, so I come down to this one. Probably could have just gone all the way back at that point when I noticed the first one. Okay, so I'm nowhere near Brightwing. And I decide to pull this one. So Brightwing's clear over here. Nothing even close to me that shows that I'm here. No reason why any of the bad guys would come this far because we have people there. I at least pulled this off. It got awful close. But see, Beeline's right for me. And bam. I think that was a cheating motherfucker right there. See, now that's a useful expletive. And he escapes even with all this, but whatever. Was it Willie Dill says whatevs or something? Not so good at that. Sorry for the expletive. But you saw it. You came all the way across the map when I was low. Anyway, whatever. Maybe he came for the group of mercs, even though the whole team was there for him to fight and other mercs back here. But, whatever. Alright, I should be headed probably for that one, since that one's unintended. The mini-map really is your friend. I can't tell you how many moderate players notice, like sometimes they'll give you hints, they'll give maybe even a timer on half the map, so when an objective's coming up. So what I try to do, doesn't always work, I get it, there's other things going on, but I try to reset and then have enough time to make it to the objective full. You'd be amazed how many people can't even make it to the objective on time, let alone have gone back and reset. We have 25 seconds left, and we're at 10% life. We'll just sit here. Are you dumb? Anyway, food for thought. Part of the reason I record these is I am not the end-all be-all, but I like to think, and I goof, I get hot-blooded, I get in the mix of things just like anybody else, but I think I have a pretty good grasp on tactics. My scores in this particular game show it. It probably comes from being military for 2 decades, you know. And I didn't need the suggestion, but it was a good call. So, although it wasn't quite enough, I wanted enough to pop off the top, but that was a little goofy. So I think we come just under the mark, and someone else had to turn. So good call. It was over 10, which is about when I usually try to remember to do it. But we're not quite there, but I think Lunara turns in. Always gonna get some quick coins. But unleash this blockade now that minions do a little bit more. I try to get all 3 lanes going when we push core. I don't really see a reason not to. Let our guys get a couple killed when it ebbs. But all our little minions get a clear ride. And now we get to have fun. Unless I'm playing Azmodan, then I'll rush core because I'm Siege. I've set it up for all shall burn, and I can get rid of that shield in like no time. Anyway, this is a pretty good game. I like the team. It was a good match. I did okay at Zool. So there you go. That's a little bit of my playstyle with Zool. This is Blizz Army. Thanks for joining me. Have a great game day.